Hey guys, welcome back to Electronics Freak. Today is a super exciting one because I got a new 3D printer, this is it, and I just cannot help but to share the unboxing and installation process with you guys. So in this video, I'll be unboxing, assembling and setting up the Creality Ender V3 SE from scratch, step by step. So no skips, no confusion, just a real hands-on experience. So let's get started. Here is the first packet with an installation guide. Here is the power cord. We get another packet with some white colored filament. We get a control interface with a rotary encoder and display. This is the filament spool holder. This is the X and Z axis assembly. Finally, this is the Y axis assembly with motherboard and SMPS embedded beneath. It has an SD card slot and a USB-C port as well. This is a black colored PETG filament from Sunlu which I bought separately. Let's start assembling the printer. We'll follow the steps given in this quick installation guide. In this packet, we get some stickers, an after-sales service card, an installation guide in multiple languages, a very good quality cutter, a nozzle cleaner, an SD card, and a USB card reader. Let's open this packet where we get a small amount of white colored filament. I don't know whether it's PLA or PETG, so I won't use it at the moment. We also get FFC fixing assembly with an extra hotend nozzle of 0.4 mm. We get a couple of hex screws and a mini toolkit which includes Allen key set, two mini spanners, and a mini screwdriver. Let's first start with the fixing of X and Z axis assembly with the Y axis assembly. For this, we'll be using these 6 hex screws with washers. You need to lift the Y-axis assembly carefully and turn it sideways to access its bottom side, where each side of the Z-axis frame needs to be secured with 3 of these hex screws. One of the sides of Z-axis frame needs to be secured with 2 additional black hex screws from the top side. We got 2 of these big hex screws to attach and secure the filament spool holder on top side. Make sure to check the correct orientation of the spool holder before securing it. Now we need to install the control unit. First we'll slide and snap out the control mount from the control unit. For this, we get 3 hex screws separately. We'll screw the mount tight and secure it properly. Now we'll connect the female header wire from the motherboard to the control unit and then slide the control unit to snap into the mount. Now connect this female header to the Z-axis stepper motor. Connect this FFC cable to the printer's hot end unit. This connection is secured with clips on both sides, just like those PC RAM slots. Make sure it's a snug fit or else it may damage the terminals during fast printing operation. We need to secure the FFC connection with this extra fitting for durability. Then connect this female header coming out of the FFC cable to the X-axis stepper motor. Fix the marked part of FFC cable to this slot firmly so that it doesn't jerk and damage the cable while printing. Now, we need to switch the input power selector to appropriate voltage to avoid the power supply damage. I have switched it to 230 volts. Connect the power supply cord and switch on the printer. I'll select English, click on confirm, and the printer automatically starts to calibrate itself. Meanwhile, let's unbox the filament. Make sure you don't use cheap quality filaments or else it may clog the hot end nozzle of your printer, and in some cases it might damage the nozzle itself. The self-calibration process takes approximately 5 to 10 minutes, so do not interrupt or switch off the printer during the calibration process. The calibration is complete. Let's load the filament. Now copy the G-code file on the SD card of the 3D model you want to print. You can use any open source slicer software for this. I'd recommend Creality Print for ease of use. Now, insert the SD card into the printer. Click on Print and select the model you loaded on SD card. But before clicking on Confirm, do check if you have loaded the filament. In my case, I forgot to load it. So, for loading the filament, just cut the filament starting to a sharp 45-degree angle. Then insert through the top of the hot end by pressing this lever. Make sure the filament is inserted properly so that it reaches the tip of the nozzle. Now, on the control screen, click on Confirm and watch the magic happen. It took almost an hour to print the model. I shall skip the printing process. If you're wondering what the hell did I print, it's a model that is very helpful to test your printer's printing quality. I'll give the link to download this test model in the description below. Don't judge my printing results as I didn't configure my printer's basic settings. I didn't even change the default filament settings from PLA to PETG. So you can imagine why the print results are not up to the mark. But don't worry, I'll post a shot on my channel soon where I printed a wall mounted smartphone holder after doing all the required settings in the Slicer software. And believe me guys, the print quality is excellent. So stay tuned for the upcoming shots, and to get notified of all the upcoming videos, do click on notifications bell, and please support me by clicking on subscribe button because it helps me create more videos like this. So that's all for today guys. This is yours only, Electronics Freak.